Happy December everyone, and welcome to today's Wriggle and Roll festive edition. For the next 20 to 30 minutes I'll be guiding you through a session incorporating lots of music, sing-alongs and baby sensory. Baby sensory has lots of great benefits for you and your little one, and I explain that to you as we go along. You can also check out one of my other videos explaining it in more detail. But first and foremost, it's supposed to be fun and a really nice moment and bonding time for you and your little person. If you have done one of these sessions before, feel free to skip this next part straight to the welcome song on the progress bar below. And if you haven't, just a few little hints and tips before we get started. So first of all, these sessions are suitable from newborn onwards. Having said that, 2 months can be a perfect time to start doing these sessions. That's when baby tends to be awake for longer periods of time, generally speaking, and you can find a nice moment to do it. But you can do these sessions from newborn onwards and just adjust any actions to the level and ability of your child. They may just want to be cuddled a lot more by you if they are a newborn. You are looking for a time of the day where little one is awake and alert and looking ready to play, which is generally speaking when they're well rested and well fed. So certainly don't wake them up to do the session. You want to wait to find that nice moment, and that tends to be, generally speaking, mid-morning for a lot of babies. But again, just do it whenever feels right for your little one. And lastly, these sessions are designed to be a really nice moment between you and baby. So I'll be guiding you, the parent or carer, so you can focus all your time and attention on the little person in front of you. So as you can see, I set myself up so that you can look at me and the little person is looking at you. So make sure you set yourself up that way. And then that means limited or no screen time for your little one, just quality time with you. So if you need to, pause the video now so you can get nice and comfortable and set up, blanket on the floor, baby looking at you. And when you're ready, hit the play button and we'll sing our welcome song. We sing the same song at the beginning of every session so that baby comes to understand what's about to happen. And hopefully you'll see as time goes on, they'll get excited as soon as they hear that music. And then even later on, hopefully start doing the actions as well. It's time to wriggle and roll. It's time to have some fun. Come on everybody, let's wriggle and roll. Let's wriggle and roll with our friends. So what you're looking to do is engage baby's attention. So lots of smiles, lots of energy. If you know the words, sing along, but if not, just the enthusiasm is fine. Wriggle and roll, wriggle and roll, wriggle and roll. Come on everybody, let's wriggle and roll. Let's wriggle and roll with our friends. It's time to wriggle and roll. It's time to have some fun. Come on everybody, let's wriggle and roll. Let's wriggle and roll with our friends. Let's wave hello. Hi, hello, hello everyone. Wriggle and roll. Let's clap our hands as we wriggle and roll. Wriggle and roll, wriggle and roll. Let's sing and dance and wriggle and roll. Wriggle and roll, wriggle and roll. Come on everybody, let's wriggle and roll. Let's wriggle and roll with our friends. It's time to wriggle and roll. It's time to have some fun. Come on everybody, let's wriggle and roll. Let's wriggle and roll with our friends. Come on everybody, let's wriggle and roll. Let's wriggle and roll with our friends. Nice, I hope everybody enjoyed that one. So we're going to move on to our next song now, and our next song incorporates some actions that are often used in baby massage. I've also got a series about that if you want to check it out. But what we always do before we do any baby massage is again inform baby what's about to happen so they can show you if they're not happy. They'll show you in ways with their actions and their faces. So what we're going to do, and we do this at the beginning of every baby massage session, is we're just going to place our hands gently but firmly in the middle of baby's chest. We're going to move them up to their shoulders, all the way down to their arms, their hands and palms. And we're going to repeat that 5 times. So, as I say, that lets baby know what's about to happen, but it also gets them used to you touching them. Yeah. And again, once they come to understand what that means, hopefully you'll start to see them get excited. Okay, let's sing our next song. You might recognise the tune with some new Wriggle and Roll words. Okay, so we're going to start warming up with a little bit of marching. And what we're going to do is we're going to move to baby, take their arms and march them up and down, up and down.
Oh, the farmer
and his dog, they had 1,000
cows.
They marched them up to the top of the hill and they marched them
right back down. Come on then, here we go.
And then onto their legs, so supporting the ankles, up and down.
When they were down, they were down.
This helps with rhythm and coordination.
Up, they were neither up nor down. Oh dear.
And then we're going to take opposite arm and leg and we're going to bring them together. And moving the legs like this also can really help with wind and constipation. So great for little one. Okay, and then back to those arms.
They had 1,000 hens.
They marched them up to the top of the hill and marched them down again.
Hurry up now, come on. All of you this way.
And then to the legs. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Oh dear, where are we?
And then back to that opposite arm and leg on the other side. We always try to do things equally on both sides in baby massage. Okay, and then we can go back to repeating the hands or just having a cuddle and singing if they prefer. And he marched them down to eat.
Hurry up, this way, come on.
And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Oh dear, where are we? Here we go, come on.
Always engaging baby, smiles and high energy. Lovely, well done everybody. Hopefully everyone's starting to feel warmed up and happy now. So we're going to move on to some Christmas songs very soon, but just before that we're going to sing another classic song to really start engaging baby and warming them up, and that's If You're Happy and You Know It. So this one tends to be a firm favourite, certainly with my children and so far in the community with the children at home as well, the babies at home. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, tap your nose. If you're happy and you know it, tap your nose. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, tap your nose. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. So as you can see, we're always doing things at the ability of baby. So it might just be enough to hold them and have cuddles and singing with them. They can move their limbs, then that's absolutely perfect. Or we can be demonstrating things to them as well. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! Really nice everyone. So obviously the more enthusiastic you are, the more that rubs off on your little one. But if they're not enjoying it, if they're feeling overstimulated, then again, just take a moment, read off their cues, just give them a nice quiet cuddle, pause the video and then carry on when they're ready, or try again another day. Each time you do this, hopefully they'll be more and more engaged and want to do it for longer. Okay, so now we're going to enjoy a really nice moment listening to some Christmas songs. Here I have a number of things that jingle and rattle, obviously very appropriate for this time of year. If you don't have anything like this, then there's lots of homemade versions that you can do. A water bottle with some rice inside, for example, will make a really great noise. So I'll pop a link of ideas and things in the description below, but hopefully you have something. And if not, it's just a really nice song anyway. So again, just cuddling baby, engaging with them, they'll still really enjoy that moment with you. And depending on baby's age, they might reach out for them, but obviously absolutely fine if they hold and play with them, as long as it's something that's baby safe. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. These are really nice, these little eggs. Again, I'll pop a link for you. And these are great for a baby to hold. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Also, what can be really nice, if you happen to have a Christmas hat around, you might want to try popping that on baby's head. Better on this one. Again, it's a great sensory experience to get them used to having things on their head, but if it's the first time that you're putting something on their head, they'll probably pull it straight off again if they're able to, or show you that they're not happy, which is absolutely fine. It's all just about generally exposing those to those sensory elements. Great. Perfect. And now back to another classic song, which is great if you've managed to put a hat on them. So we start drawing attention to their head with some head, shoulders, knees and toes. Another one, really great one, lots of different options. You can be acting it out for them, you can be helping them move and do the actions, or just demonstrating on them, but really great for vocabulary, if nothing else, this one. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And you'll notice we're going to get faster and faster with every round with this one. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, a little bit faster. Knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, tiny toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, head, shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Knees, knees, knees. Toes, toes, toes. Eyes, ears, mouth and nose. Head and shoulders and knees and toes. Here's our fastest one now. Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And slowing back down.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes. I hope everybody really enjoyed that one. Okay, so we're going to take a moment now to enjoy some festive songs, which I absolutely love, but also enjoy some tummy time with your little one. Now, tummy time is really important to help your baby with their development and leads on to future things such as crawling. Depending on their age, there's different ways of doing this, but most importantly is the fact that it will begin very, very short tummy time, and the idea is that hopefully longer and longer that they'll both have the strength and the happiness to stay on their tummy for longer periods of time. So I'll pop a link in the description below with lots more information about tummy time, just to be sure that you're doing it at the appropriate level of your baby. But just some quick advice and guidance. If they are a newborn, so 0 to 3 months, then the best way of doing tummy time is to have them on your front here and then engaging with them, so that the idea is they are trying to lift up their neck to look at you. But as I say, they will barely manage it at all at first, and even then, once they do, for seconds at a time already, that's a lot for them. Okay, once they are 3 months under your supervision, that's when we can then start laying them down on the floor, turning them over, so that the idea is that they're lifting up their head and developing their strength there on the floor. So a great way to do this is to place some things in front of them that you know they'll probably engage with and be interested in. So that might be different colours, might be something that makes noise, or whatever it is that you know baby is really interested in. If you pop those on the floor, then turn baby over so they're on their tummy. And again, the idea being that hopefully they're lifting their head up to look at it and engaging, so that they spend that little bit longer on their tummy and working on that strength. But again, gradually they'll get comfortable like that. So when they're not happy, when they have had enough, just turn them around, tell them how well they did, and then hopefully next time it will just get that touch longer. So we're just going to play a couple of my favourite Christmas songs whilst we spend that nice moment with baby. So as I say, if they're a newborn, just putting them onto you. Hi, hi. Supporting their neck as always, of course. Okay, but if they are that little bit older, turning them over, and then the more that you can engage with them and keep them interested in what's in front of them, hopefully the more they'll try to lift their neck and the happier they'll stay on their front. But again, it's not a competition or a test, so as soon as baby's showing signs of not being happy, of being tired or overwhelmed, then we just turn them over and we go back to playing with them. And then each time, hopefully, just that little bit longer, they'll be able to stay. Catch their attention. Again, but the best way to make them enthusiastic to do this again in the future is to not try and push them too hard and just enjoy a nice moment with them. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop me a comment afterwards and let me know what you'd like to see in the new year. I'd love to start doing some live sessions if people would be interested in that, so we can all do them live together and I can bring my little people along as well. Nice, really nice everyone. And now, as we're coming towards the end of our session, we're going to take a moment to enjoy a really sensory experience in terms of visual stimulation and touch as well. If possible, to turn the lights down. This can be really nice to just kind of calm baby down and have this really nice tranquil moment with them. I'm not going to do that obviously for the purposes of the video, but that can be a really nice idea. Usually I like to do this sensory moment to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but I've chosen a slightly more festive option for today. Okay, so over here I have my box of tricks. Again, if you don't have any of these at home, it's just a really nice moment to cuddle baby, touching them, showing them lots of love, but I'll also pop a note in the description of where you can get all these different bits. So this is a great sensory ball because not only does it have the textures that baby can feel, but also, we bang it, it's got a nice light inside, so we can be showing that to baby. And as they get older, we'll gradually see their eyes start to track those lights. And obviously, as long as it's baby safe, then we can give that to them to explore. And most likely they'll explore it with their mouth, as babies do, and their hands as well. Oh, I haven't got any of my scarves today. Because they're up here. So these are baby sensory scarves, so they're breathable, so just make sure anything you use are, or otherwise keep them well and truly away from baby's mouth. But these just are really nice for them to be exploring the colours, but also feeling that material. And again, if they're that little bit older, they might start grabbing out for them. And then you'll see once we get into our toddler sessions, they'll start to really love playing peekaboo. But of course you can still do that now, and they'll start to learn and adapt. And then we're just going to give that to them to hold so they can feel that material and explore. And then finishing with my absolute favourite, some bubbles, which tend to be very popular with the little ones. Nice, so we certainly don't want to rush now. Hopefully you and baby are both feeling in a really nice, happy place together. So let's give them some really nice cuddles. Tell them that they did a really great job, fantastic job. It doesn't matter if there was some of it they weren't engaged in. It doesn't matter if there was some of it they weren't enjoyed in. Hopefully there were bits that they engaged and enjoyed. And as I said, each time, that will hopefully get more and more till you see lots of smiles and engagement all throughout the session. So just as we start every session with the same song so that baby knows what's happening, we also end the session with a special goodbye song, again, so that baby knows that the session has come to an end. So let's sing that now. So just as we start every session with a certain song, we also end every session with a certain goodbye song so they know that the session's come to an end, and the routine is the same. As we know, babies love routine. Goodbye, goodbye, adios, au revoir, goodbye, goodbye, my friends. We wriggle and roll again. Goodbye, goodbye, adios, au revoir, goodbye. Goodbye, my friends, until we wriggle and roll again.
Goodbye.
So I hope you really enjoyed the session today. I hope you and all your loved ones enjoy this festive season. Please let me know what you and your little ones have been enjoying so far and what you'd like to see in the new year, so I can spend lots of time making sure to bring you what you enjoy. Comment below, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in 2022.